The topic of this presentation is the 4 A's of stress management, a strategy to help you deal with stressful situations. The 4 A's stand for avoid unnecessary stress, alter the situation, adapt to the stressor, and accept the things you cannot change. From time to time, everybody feels overwhelmed and stressed. We have to be very careful with these feelings because even small stressors can end up damaging our health. Stress affects both mind and body. It can cause physical symptoms such as headaches, stomach disorders, heart disease, and stroke. It can also cause mental health issues such as low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression. Whether we like it or not, it is important to live our life without stress. However, this does not mean that we need to hold all the negative emotions that stress brings or let stress overwhelm us. There are many techniques you can use to limit stress in order to improve and enjoy your life. One such method is the 4 A's of stress management. This technique can help you deal with stressful situations and the negative effects that they can cause. The first A stands for avoid unnecessary stress. If there is any way to avoid a potentially stressful situation, do so. However, you need to understand that not all stress can be avoided, and there are some situations that, one way or another, you have to face. Remember, stress can also be a positive source of motivation if focused correctly. But let's speak about positive factors. The most common ways to avoid stress include keeping away from stress-inducing people, plan things in advance, reduce the demands on yourself, and develop positive coping mechanisms. Have an understanding of your resilience and stress stamina. Ensure you stay within your limits. Take a break and rest whenever you have exerted it beyond your limits. Ensure you sleep well on a regular basis. Having a productive routine in a daily life is also important. That is why we advise you to have a purpose for the day to begin and have the discipline to reflect on your achievements at the end of the day. Try to build healthy relationships with those around you and avoid unnecessary negativity whenever possible. Negative energy can come from unnecessary rumors, gossip, propaganda, promotions, and enticements, etc. Some people can bring negativity to their relationships, and it is advised to avoid these people if possible. The second A stands for alter the situation. If you cannot avoid a stressful situation, then do what you can to alter it. Changing things that are causing stress can save you from being subject to prolonged stress in the future. When faced with a stressful situation, figure out what you can do or how you can change things to reduce stress. Here are different approaches you can employ to change a stressful situation. Apply assertive communication techniques, build effective time management strategies, learn to compromise with yourself and others, and be positive and proactive rather than negative and passive. Do not be afraid to ask others to change their behavior if it affects you negatively. If you're tired of being the target of a friend's joke, then tell them that you do not like it and ask them to respect you by stopping the jokes. Communicate your feelings openly so that others are aware of how things are affecting you. Remember to use I statements explaining your feelings. It's better to say I feel frustrated, I feel disappointed, instead of you disappointed me. The third A stands for adapt to the stressor. Sometimes the only way to manage a stressful situation is to accept it and adapt to it. There are situations that are beyond your control and cannot be changed, so there is no sense trying to change them. You may need to change your approach to dealing with the stressor rather than changing the stressor itself. Do not waste your energy on things you cannot control. Looking at the situation from a new point of view instead of feeling frustrated you can make your life easier and happier. Always try to find the positives from any situation. See problems as challenges to be overcome or as opportunities to learn. This will allow you to turn negatives into positives and see solutions, not problems. Quite often the worst case scenario is only in our mind and we can overthink things. That's why stopping negative thoughts is a very useful technique to adopt. Some of the things you can do to deal with stress through adaptation are: resisting perfectionism, as it only causes stress and disappointment. Emphasize the positive sides of a situation. Adjust your attitude to see problems as opportunities, and create a positive personal mantra that helps you cope with all situations. The fourth and final A stands for accept the things you cannot change. Not everything is within your control. It is inevitable that you will experience things which are unavoidable. You must learn to accept that you cannot control everything that happens in your life. This will help you to focus on the things you can control and expend less energy on trying to achieve the impossible. Identify your priorities and focus your energy on achieving them. You may not be able to change a situation, but that doesn't mean your feelings aren't legitimate. If your personal and professional relationships are causing you stress, then you may need to accept things and move on. Forgiving is a very important approach. However, it may take time to learn to forgive. However, by doing so, you will free yourself from any burning negative energy inside and be able to focus on improving your relationships. Sometimes when you cannot change a situation, it is a good idea to see things as an opportunity to learn. Ask yourself, what is this lesson about? What can you learn from it? What can I do to avoid such a situation in the future? Answering these questions will help you to both overcome challenges and to make adjustments to avoid future problems from arising. Remember, life is full of stressful situations and you cannot control everything. Do not let these situations control you, because every problem is a lesson and an opportunity to learn. Try to turn all negatives into positives. Look at the full picture of the situation and ask yourself, will this matter in a year or in 5 years' time? Most probably, the answer will be no. Realizing this makes a stressful situation seem less overwhelming and enables you to put things into perspective. Congratulations, you have just learned something useful. To learn more skills, visit our learning portal, which is completely free. All videos are available at the link unwind.work. Have a nice day and thank you for watching.